Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for May 16, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're covering several major developments in global politics and artificial intelligence. Firstly, U.S. President Donald Trump's Middle East tour has been marked by significant investments from Saudi Arabia and Qatar, including a $600 billion deal for military equipment and AI, as well as a $200 billion agreement for Boeing jets. However, critics argue that these deals come with strings attached, and Trump's apparent shift in stance on key regional issues, such as calling on Israel to end the war in Gaza, has been met with skepticism. In another major development, the United States and the United Arab Emirates have signed a groundbreaking agreement giving the UAE access to advanced AI chips and technology. The deal includes a commitment by the UAE to build the largest AI campus outside of the U.S., with a massive facility in Abu Dhabi, and align its national security regulations with those of the U.S. While this move is seen as a significant step towards strengthening the two countries' partnership in AI, some experts have raised concerns about the potential risks of sharing advanced technology with a country that has close ties to China. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis on these developments as more information becomes available. For now, it's clear that the future of artificial intelligence and global diplomacy is becoming increasingly complex and uncertain. Stay informed, and we'll see you soon. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, we're looking at the ongoing conflict in Gaza, where the European Union has called for an immediate ceasefire and a return to negotiations. The situation remains dire, with Palestinian residents expressing their desire for peace amidst the violence. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops. In other news, New York University has sparked controversy by withholding the diploma of a student who made pro-Palestine remarks during his graduation speech. This incident raises important questions about free speech and its limitations on college campuses. We'll be exploring this topic further in the coming days. Lastly, talks between Ukrainian and Russian officials in Turkey have been downgraded and postponed until Friday. The international community is holding its breath as it waits for the next development in this high-stakes diplomatic dance. US leaders are urging a meeting between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin to move forward with ending the war in Ukraine. We'll keep a close eye on the situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for joining me on today's AIDailyPress morning podcast. I'm Barbara, and we'll be back with more news and analysis after this break. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, Marksman Energy Incorporated has announced a delay in filing its annual financial statements due to unforeseen circumstances. The company is working diligently to complete the process as soon as possible and will provide bi-weekly updates on the status of the filing. In other news, the Reserve Bank of India's open market operations have seen strong demand, with market participants offering bonds worth nearly thrice the notified amount. This surge in demand is a positive indicator for the bond market, suggesting that investors are eager to participate in the RBI's efforts to manage liquidity and stabilize interest rates. Lastly, PB Fintech, the parent company of Policy Bazaar, has reported a stunning 184% year-over-year increase in its net profit for Q4 FY25. The company's revenue from operations also saw a significant jump, driven by strong growth in its core insurance business. We'll be analyzing the implications of this news in more detail. These stories and more will be covered in depth on our website and future podcasts. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here's Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we looked at the story of NASA's Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope and its mission to uncover the mysteries of dark matter and dark energy. To make this complex concept more accessible, NASA released a recipe for a Roman cosmic cake, which represents the universe's building blocks in a delicious and educational way. Next, we explored the U.S. Mint's latest release, a $1 gold coin celebrating the NASA Space Shuttle program. This iconic spacecraft played a pivotal role in advancing space exploration, and its reusable design revolutionized the way we access space. Lastly, we touched on the connection between human innovation, space exploration, and our pursuit of understanding the universe. We reflected on how these stories remind us that innovation and exploration are deeply ingrained in our human nature, and that our pursuit of space exploration is not just about advancing technology, but also about expanding our understanding of the human condition. As we look to the future, we're left with a question. What will be the next great leap in space exploration, and how will it inspire us to become better stewards of our planet? The answer, much like the universe itself, remains full of endless possibilities. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the AI Daily Press. Until next time, keep looking up at those stars and wondering what's out there waiting for us. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your host, Howard. Today, we're diving into the world of NFL football, where schedules are out and the anticipation is building. First off, let's talk about the NFL schedule release. It's always a big deal, and this year is no exception. The Commanders, Cowboys, and Chiefs are among the top teams with the most standalone games, which will undoubtedly draw massive audiences and generate substantial revenue. However, it's also crucial to consider the impact on teams with fewer standalone games, as they may struggle to attract fans and stay competitive. Moving on to some exciting matchups, we have the Week 1 showdown between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. This one promises to be a real barn burner, folks. The Ravens are seeking revenge after last year's playoff loss to the Bills, and with Josh Allen leading the charge for Buffalo, it's going to be a battle for the ages. Lastly, we're looking at the Miami Dolphins' challenging schedule, which features matchups against some of the league's top quarterbacks, including Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Lamar Jackson. The Dolphins will need to bring their A game if they hope to come out on top in these high-profile contests. That's all for now. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we explored the fascinating tale of a mysterious outage in Denver's air traffic control system, which underscores the critical role of communication in ensuring public safety. The incident, although brief, serves as a reminder of the importance of reliable systems in our increasingly complex world. Next, we delved into the discovery of phos in Blue Mountains reservoirs, which has significant implications for environmental sustainability and human well-being. This story emphasizes the need for transparency, accountability, and collective action in addressing ecological concerns. Lastly, we embarked on a journey to Prague, where we discovered the intricate balance between human activities and the natural world. The tale of a centuries-old clock tower, now a symbol of community resilience, reminds us of the importance of preserving our cultural heritage and appreciating the beauty of the world around us. These stories, though distinct, share a common thread: the interconnectedness of our world and the need for empathy, understanding, and responsible action. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, it's essential that we prioritize communication, transparency, and accountability in all aspects of our society. That's all for today's morning podcast. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to sharing more stories with you in the days ahead. Until next time, I'm Charles, wishing you a day filled with curiosity, empathy, and a deep appreciation for the world around us. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. These films are all part of the exciting lineup at the LA screenings, where the biggest players in the industry are showcasing their latest content. Speaking of which, the LA screenings are heating up with Sony Pictures Television, NBC Universal, Lionsgate, and Geiger, all bringing their A game. From dramas like American Hostage and The Lady to comedies like The Paper, there's something for everyone. And finally, get ready to glow with excitement because a biopic about skincare, Guru Ole Henriksen, is in the works. Titled The Glowing Man, this movie promises to be a wild ride full of ups and downs, with music, dance, and cameos from legendary musicians. It's a story about positivity and following your dreams, and I just can't wait to see it. That's all for now, folks. Stay ahead of the game, adapt to the ever-shifting landscape, and always remember, if you want to glow, you've got to take risks. Have a fabulous day, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we celebrate the inspiring story of community-driven conservation efforts in India, where local initiatives are making a significant impact on protecting endangered species. The dedication of these communities is a shining example of how collective action can lead to remarkable positive change. Secondly, we shed light on the pressing issue of bird strikes in urban areas. With cities around the world taking notice and implementing changes, such as installing bird-friendly glass and adopting smart lighting solutions, there's hope for reducing this tragic phenomenon. By working together, we can create cities that are not only thriving hubs for human activity, but also safe havens for wildlife. Lastly, a recent incident in Toronto, Canada, has sparked a vital discussion about urban wildlife coexistence. The deaths of 2 coyotes have highlighted the need for modern, non-lethal methods in managing human-wildlife conflicts. Experts emphasize the importance of public education, community cooperation, and responsible practices in preventing such tragedies from occurring in the future. These stories remind us that our daily choices and actions have a profound impact on the world around us. By embracing innovative solutions, prioritizing education, and working together, we can build a more compassionate and sustainable urban ecosystem for all inhabitants. Thank you for tuning in to the AIDailyPress Morning Podcast. Stay informed, and let's strive to create a better future for our planet. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AIDailyPress, the world's most unbiased news source.